Hello, I'm doing a video request for the colors of panuelos, the bandero, or they're also sometimes called fula, the different color panels. People see the altars with the different color bandanas or pinned to them. You can see I have a whole bunch up in my closet there, different colored ones, and you'll see 9 on the white table. Represents all the different winds the color of the dead for 9, and then you'll see 7 on the table, the divisional table, where we keep the loa for the 7 chief loa of our tradition. And so you can see this one here has I burnt this with Florida water, but and botanicas will sell different ones with different 7 colors on them, and I avoid brown on my altar. It just depends on who your spirits are, but seven colored ones, and and then if you want to add, like, you can have a lighter blue and a darker blue kind of thing on there. So roja, so red, orange, yellow. So you can add pink in there. So you can have orange and pink for 7, basically. And then the table is usually white, so I usually don't pin a white bandana on there. So I usually do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink, and I'll put the pink somewhere in between the orange and the yellow and red ones, basically, to make the spectrum. And so they represent families of spirits, and they represent our guides will wear the colors of Mistero, or say like a loa that they're under. So if you have an Africana guide and she works with Yemaya, then she might wear a blue and white dress, or a blue, like checked, like blue and white boxes, like the gingham color. Some people say plaid, but it's not really a plaid, it's a gingham. It's a checkered, like that country fabric. It's very common. So whereas gypsies will wear more like red and white or black polka dots, but they could also wear different colors depending on what their colors are. So these are used to control and raise energy in ritual, as well as spirits will grab them and wear them. So instead of going into the other room and putting a dress on, like kind of like the loa, they'll just grab the colors that they're under. So say an Indio might grab green and pink, and might put them on, so they might wear them like a sash. They'll be assisted to have this done, so we might knot this together like this, and then wear it. We could wear it like a sash. Some of them might just put it on as a head wrap, or wear it as a tied bandana, like this, on the arm like this, or wear it even like a cape, like more like you see like the Haitian, like mouchoir. They'll more tie it like more like a cape across the shoulders, like this, depending on their colors. And different ones have different colors. I'll go through briefly just what categories certain spirits have, but they can cross families and boundaries, like with Annie Isa PA, like she has different types of Annie Isas, just like there's different Azilis. And so one could have orange and blue, and another one would have red and gold, because maybe they also work with another loa, like maybe they work with, depending on the type of Annie Isa they could say like work with Belly Can, who's more of like a warrior, and Saint Michael works more of like Candelo and the Oguns, for example. So it just depends on like what spirit you have, and know what colors they've indicated that they have. So going through them, then I'm just holding it up. So red would be Candelo, Belly Can, some of the Oguns. Ogun Balanjo is of course the Haitian flag was like this, and then during the revolution, then they ripped out the white because they were chasing the French out, and then the Haitian flag became red and blue, like this. And then Agwe and La Serene could be blue and white. The mariner spirits, if you have a emissario, a dead sailor as a guide, it might be blue and white. The spirits we mainly work with are the rada, and they're the cooler, older spirits, so that's why the altar is white on the divisional on the lower altar, and their color would normally be like white and another color, but not always. So then pink would be Tressalee, the Zilis, female spirits are all under her because they're all the 7 chiefs. And so each of those 7, then we would approach the other loa underneath them. And so the 7 chiefs that we have is Candelo, Belly Can, Ogunbalanjo, Gedelimbo, Matresali, Tinjo Aloe, who that's the Indian division, the native spirits in the Caribbean, like the Taino. Formerly they were green, and I use green. Then they changed it to pink, or it could be pink and green together. And my statue that we use is Raphael, and he's holding a fish, and his outfit was I think it came as blue and pink, but I think I painted him green. Yellow is the chief of chiefs, so he's not one of the 7, but he would be the 8th. Grand Solier, or Big Sun, is a very elevated loa. He doesn't come down in our services, and so his color would be yellow. And then Gedelimbo is our Baron, and he's Saint Expedite, is his saint image, and we use purple and white for them. And then of course there's Papa Legba, and I think I mentioned all of them. So all of our chiefs that we use, and that can change for different lineages or different houses. They might have different 7 chiefs. So our 7 chiefs are Candelo, Ogunbalanjo, Belly Can, Matresali, Tinjo Aloe, Gedelimbo, and Pepalegba. That's 7. So that's also why I named my name 7 Crossroads, and you get 7 spirit points. Your guardian angel, which is your Metet, and your head pot, and any additional loa. So if your Metet isn't one of these 7, then you would get and have to go to maybe an additional spot and get that additional point. And then that's also through services around the couple of days that you're getting initiated. And I'll get into more of that when I talk about what Sanse actually is and what we actually do in our rituals and stuff. So you're going to want to get 7, I get the 27 by 27, or you're going to want to get 29 by 29. The bigger panuelos, just because they're more useful for tying around yourself, and they're bigger in that. You can pin them with safety pin to the thing, but they're harder to get off, or you might want to have some kind of thing where you just put them under a soda or under a statue or something, so you can just take them off, because they're not just decoration. We actually use them for the ritual. So these are too small to be like tying on your head. You can tie them around your arm, or just have them for decoration, actually, because they're actually, you can see they're too small to actually be tying around your head. They're not very useful. So normally we would just go with white. Normally you would wear all white at a voodoo ceremony, unless your godparent says, like, okay, well, today we're going to be doing something for a lacerin, so you wear blue and white. So generally we just always wear white, and at the misa, at the folk seances for the guides and the dead and everything, we wear all white. And I'll get into why in my next video about what we wear. So you're gonna we need a big white one like this. If you don't wear a head cap like me, like this is very easy, because this is a preformed cap, and you just tie it in the back. You can wear like the white crocheted ones, like that the Santeros and stuff wear. That's also fine. And just anything white that completely covers your head is acceptable. You can tie them differently. Some people they roll it up like this and they put it all the way around to like more like turban style, or if you have more like Madama style, you can look up like different African headscarf tying arts, and it's more like this, and you have I'll briefly show you. It's like just like a quick, easy way. It's like this, and then you just kind of stick this all kind of underneath. It's getting kind of poofy, but once you like fix it, it's kind of like that in the front, basically. So yeah, we also use in the Misa seances, we also have the head medium and the assistant usually will have a black bandana, and we use these ones for exorcism when there's a bad spirit, because black is banishing, and also it absorbs negative energy and can remove it off. So that's why we use we'll have a black bandana, and then our other other scarf of office would be the multicolored one, and then our tools, of course, like our cha-cha maraca, which is like the Asan, but we're not Asan lineage, so I'll maybe show it in another video, but it's basically a gourd maraca usually, or it could be a wooden one with a brass belt tied to it, and a scarf usually, like a bandana, or ribbons usually in the colors of the main spirits that you're under tied with it. With increasing, you can use it to fan spirits, you can use it to increase their energies. This is like vente, increases energy, kind of like dancing as well. Increases energy, the color spectrum, increases the energy in the place. So I'm gonna whirl it. So yeah, that's our bandanas basically. The guides might come, like female guide might grab an orange one, and might put some perfume on it, and might cleanse people at the misa. Yeah, and then also in this book, El Spiritismo de Cordon. So this is a Cuban type of a spiritismo, and cordon is basically circle dancing, like like how the natives used to do, and it's a form of a spiritismo, and we do them arietos for if we're honoring more the native division of spirits, but it's a tradition all on their own, and they go into the different colors. It's more of a concept, but these concepts have spirits, kind of like the spirit of the spirit of a place, the spirit of negativity, the spirit of frustration, right? So they use different colors for different spirits. And so I'll read you what they say in here. And this also is for, can be for candle colors, or can be for colors of flowers that you put on your altars. So multicolored flowers would be for the dead, or for the seven chief loa, for example. I heard it say that they don't really give flowers to Orisha, because there's a Odu or a Pataki that says that flowers are supposed to be for the dead. So and then on a boveda we usually put white flowers because they're purity and peace. So put white and red because it's power and passion as well. But usually yellow is also accepted because it's a higher energy of light and ascension of spirits. So I'll just read in here what it says. So la fe simbolizada por la cruz y el color azul. So the faith is symbolized by the cross and the color blue. La esperanza representada por un ancla y el color verde. So hope is represented by an anchor and the color green. La caridad, cuyo signo es un corazón y el color rosado claro. So charity could be signified by the heart and light red, or I guess pink. So hope, faith, and charity, those are concepts that we also have in our Sansei and Espiritismo with those symbols. There's one other thing I wanted to add when I was talking about the colors and stuff like that. So you can see up in the closet there's a bit of sodas, and so we might put 9 different drinks to the ancestor altar, or we might put 7 or 21 different drinks on the Loa altar. besides like the flowers and the different colored candles. Another thing I wanted to touch on is I talked about hope, faith, and charity. And those are symbolized by the muses, or the three Marias, los tres Marias. And in Maria Leonza and Venezuelan Spiritism, they have the tricultural figure of the Indio, the Esclavo, or the African slaves, as the African people that were brought over to the New World. And then Maria Leonza as a white female, or she's Creole. She's a mixed person that represents the three races, basically, of Indian, African, and European or Eurasian, and mixed people together. And so that's why we also use that figure, even if we don't actually work with Maria Leonza, is because it represents the three races. And Puerto Ricans and other people that follow Sanse honor all of the human races, because they went and mixed in the New World, and they honor all the ancestral spirits. And so that's why also I want to touch on like that's also kind of like the three potencias, or like the three powers, because off like the white spectrum of light, the main colors of the rainbow, the primary colors, you have red, yellow, and blue. And you can see this on the figure of Jesus of Hope on Esperanza that they use for Grand Toro, or Toralisa, the bull, Loa, they call them Haitian voodoo, they call them Bosu. You can see the three powers coming off the statue. And they also have even more petro than the petro bull. They have the tricorn, the three-horn figure. So that's, like, of course, in Christianity, Yahweh was originally, they originally were polytheistic, and they had more like a bull god. And the Hebrew letter Aleph, A, turned upside down, it looks like a horned, like a bull figure even. And they have like the golden calf, and that was taboo, blah blah blah, later, but they actually did come from those Canaanite people. So so in a lot of witchcraft and traditions, they have and with the Congo, they have red and black. Red, white, and black are also another three very powerful colors together, because again, it does represent Congo people and stuff like that, or more the red, but you can also say like red Indian, African, and then European, the three races, right? And also that's the earliest light spectrum besides the primary colors. It's like day and night. When you close your eyes and you kind of have light coming through them, you get that red color and that black color. White is the original color of all colors. That's why a white candle will work for everything. And that's also, when you look at other cultures like Santísima Muerte, her main one, La Flaca, the skinny girl, was just bone colored, or just the white one. And then it grew to have like more of a triple aspect of her red aspect, her black one, or her white. And then even in more modern times, you have like the spectrum, like the seven colored ones. So I hope that makes a little bit more sense too with color theory, and it really does blend. It's settled into specific mixes and specific locations. We do have specific things, but it really does blend three, like the triplicities of the world, and the three like main powers, and three main things, structures that make up everything as well. And when you look at our tradition, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 21 are the most important numbers. You have 3 of Trinity and Saturn starting to have like formation. 5 is, and they're all odd numbers, because that it's an odd number. It forces things into more completion for when you're doing magic and stuff, because it's not stable. Like you have 4 legs to a chair, so if you only had 3, then it's always seeking that fourth stability to manifest, right? 5, the spirits of the river, and 7's of the forest, and the 7 chief Loa. That's more celestial, like of the 7 planets, spectrum, etc., etc. 9 is the color of the dead, and then 21 is like the universe of all the pasts of, say, in other traditions, like in Palo, like Lucero and the world and the universe, and the 21st card of tarot is also the universe and the world card. So that's more getting into numerology now, but it also does have to do with colors. And since I mentioned hope, faith, and charity before with the colors in a spiritismo cordon, also wanted to speak a little bit more about white and then the other colors. And then black is also all colors, but it's a darker, denser, colder energy, just like white is also a colder energy. But white could be like white hot too. It could also be a hotter energy. Red is considered hot, so active. It's an active color. Purple is a cooler, more active color. It is also an active color. So these are considered more hot colors. These are considered more cool colors, but this is like a cooler and a darker color. So very important concepts is the concept of not necessarily dark and light, but like polarity, more like hot and cold, cooler, more aggressive. Then you have like bitter. Bitter is more, also would be hot, and sweet would be more like cooler as well. So yeah, I hope that also added to the white bandera. Is we can offer white flowers to implore for peace in the world. Salvation is for a red bandera, and offer flowers red to solicitate salvation for souls, or help for souls, spirits, las almas. For unification, a bandera of light blue, you can offer flowers in this color for calm and for unification of spirits with God. So like reunition or reunite or reunion, and that's what we also call our misa seances, or they're also called reunions, because we reunite with the spirits of the dead during our ritual. Union, a bandera which reunites all colors. You offer to unite union in your house, and for all people, and against internal struggles, which is all the colors, so multicolored. Light is a bandera of a strong yellow and sunflowers for light and ascension for spirits of defuntos. So that's actually spirits. Defuntos are also like dead, I think, friends and your other spirits. I think antepasados are actually your ancestors. So strength, a red bandero offer flowers to implore strength and belief for people who suffer in the world. For pardon and forgiveness, they say morada, which is purple, I believe, to offer, and also these flowers for forgiveness. For love, they use a light yellow, and for fraternity and friendship, and with God. For humility, orange, and they offer Bulgarian roses to supplicate humility, and for souls to seek humility. Okay. So that also reminds me too, like orange could be oriental spirits, or it could be a certain female spirits, usually of the sweet waters. But pink is usually the female spirits as well. Arabians, it kind of depends. They could be green and black. It kind of depends on how the spirit comes across as well. Yeah, just depends. But we have like a general thing too, and I'm writing something about this, so I'll let you guys know more when I more complete the project. So I hope that this helped, and I probably will eventually probably be selling this book, because I've already translated it and I already read it, and this book is out of print, I think it was. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it answered your questions, and if it didn't, then continue to ask me more questions, and I'll be doing more videos about the things that I can talk about.